Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
So, boss, mostly clear, clouds around the edges. It's cold outside. 12 below zero currently. Wind chill of about 16, 17 below. So be careful out there. And if you're a cattle guy, then you have to go out and be with the cattle. You want to wear gloves and, maybe a heavy coat. But I don't know, a lot of cattle guys don't wear stocking caps. They just wear their cowboy hat. I think we have one on the line here that's just that same way.
I think you might be right.
Drew Gaffney, how you doing?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Do you wear a stocking cap, just a cowboy hat?
Of course I wear a stocking cap. I'm fair weather.
Oh.
Ah.
When you go out and look at some cattle, you take along a stocking cap just in case?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I learned this a long time ago when I kind of started out in the business. There's some of these producers that show up at their place and you're not well prepared. They like to keep you kind of standing out there in the cold looking at stuff just how long you can take it. So I figured out it's nice just to pack plenty of clothing in the backseat and pick them. You're prepared.
I think that's pretty good, Drew. I'm sure that was a quick lesson first winter or so. So how's things at the barns? Broken Bow Livestock Barn, Burwell Livestock Barn, busy time of year. Tell us about it.
Good. We had 2 big weeks last week. We had calf and yearling sales in both barns, and had weigh-up cows in Broken Bow, and had a really big sale in Burwell with 6,200 calves walked through the ring over there, and I'll give you a recap on what we got done. The weigh-up cow market last week, I called that 2 to 3 higher. We had the good cows coming in at 82 to 95. Medium-type cows are 66 to 82. Thinner and shellier type cows are 58 to 65. Heiferette market was 82 to 125, and the bull market was 86 to $1.11. Down in the calf division, I'll give you a recap on how we operated on calves. We're steady about 5 higher per week. Both barns had good buyer attendance and really strong buyer activity. In the calf division, in the heifers, we had some 520 pound heifers at $1.85. Had some 623 pound heifers at $1.80. Had some 741 pound Sharcross heifers at $1.81. Had some 731 pound heifers at $1.72. And had some 688 pound heifers at $1.70. That in the steer division, we had 666 pound steers at $2.05. Had some 782 pound steers at $1.95. And had some 660 pound steers at $2.03. And had some really fancy Sharcross steers that weighed 975, and the potload of those for about 170. That's kind of how we operated last week. This week, back in Broken Bow and Burwell. Broken Bow, we got a weigh-up special on Thursday, as well as a handful of bred cows and some pairs coming in on Thursday. In Burwell, we got a weigh-up sale on Friday. Next week, 2 big days again next week as far as calf sales are concerned. We've got really nice grass calf and feeder calf auction going to be in Burwell or Broken Bow on Thursday, and then we've got a really nice replacement heifer special and lots of good feeder calves over in Burwell on Friday. Got any questions? Give me a call, 308-872-1105.
All right, Drew, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I know you're busy. Thanks for taking time to talk about the barns and your early experiences of learning how to endure out there with with the weather. We appreciate it.
All right, stay safe.
Yeah, take care. All right, it's 7:35. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We expect Arrow Seed in yet this half hour. A little later on, we're going to hear from Big Iron Auction Company, Mark Stock, and later on in the show, in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll have Off-Broadway Assisted Living, and that's our guest list. Very excited about tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live from the Tumbleweed Cafe right about now, tomorrow morning, and that's going to be a lot of fun. That, of course, is in conjunction with our drawing for the Blake Shelton tickets and $250 cash. something we haven't talked about very much, Brent, is the opening acts for Blake Shelton on February 16th in Lincoln. Jackson Dean and Carly Pierce will be opening for Blake Shelton. So you're actually, whoever wins those tickets are going to get 3 artists on stage in front of them. They'll be 2 rows back from the show on the floor. So they're great tickets, and $250 cash to go along with that. And it's all brought to you by the Grocery Cart, Ollie's Coffee House and Boutique, Power Solutions on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, Henry's Callaway Bar and Grill in Callaway, Lyons Appliance, and Full Circle Irrigation are all sponsors for this great promotion. It's been a lot of fun, very exciting, a lot of good singing, vocals going on, poetry, and fun. And tomorrow I will be premiering my poem that we can read maybe before breakfast or right after breakfast before the drawing. It's called Ode to Friends.
Wow.
It's the name
so
of it.
It's something you wrote.
Ode to Friends by David J. Burney and my editor and publisher, KJ Knight.
Ah, okay.
So we'll be having that tomorrow morning as well, along with the drawing and the breakfast and the fellowship that we're going to be having with 42 finalists that will be there for breakfast, and then we'll have the drawing tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, it's pretty deep. I hope it isn't.
Yeah.
I hope it isn't too.
How long is it? Can I ask?
Well, it's about 6 pages long.
Oh, my. Wow. Well, okay. Handwritten or typed?
Well, I don't type.
Oh.
So scribbles, 6 pages of scribbles. But by tomorrow, I think my editor and publisher, KJ Knight, will
she gonna
probably
cut it down a little bit, is she?
She'll probably reduce it somewhat.
Well, I'm happy. The minute you said publisher KJ Knight, I'm like, okay, well, at least we can anticipate that the grammar will be good.
Yes. She is excellent publisher and editor, and yes, it'll be proper English.
Okay.
And
will your publisher be there tomorrow, by chance?
I really doubt it.
Doubt it? Okay.
She's usually feeding the cats about that time.
Okay. Because sometimes I know, I mean, I have all kinds of questions for her now.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, editors, not only do they edit, but in some cases I think they just like rewrite. And so I'm just wondering.
No,
not-
I just verbalized my poetry, and KJ wrote it down and put it in a legible form.
Oh, nice.
She said something about an inverted sentence. I don't know what the heck that is, but anyway, that'll be tomorrow.
All right. Well, I know I, for one, look forward to that.
Well,
I am as excited about that as the drawing, to be just downright honest with you.
Well, it'll all be fun. To get together with 42 of our listeners, or representation from our listeners.
And friends.
And friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. And there's some new names that popped into this contest that we haven't seen before, and so we'll make some new friends as well. And, of course, Carmen and everybody out there, thanks in advance at the Tumbleweed Cafe. And speaking of the Tumbleweed, they do have a room that you can rent for functions like this. Now, I think we're going to be in that middle room, the way I understand it, where the buffet is.
Oh.
Which will hold, 40, 50 people easy. They do it every Sunday.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a private party or, a reception or business meeting or those sorts of things, they have a really nice area on the west side that is set aside for that. And they can cater you right there as well. And don't forget, we don't talk about this maybe as often as we should. COVID is 3 years old now. I think it was 3 years yesterday when they declared the pandemic official. And you might remember that, here in Nebraska, we didn't get closed down as quickly or as much as other parts of the country, but it certainly changed some of the way we did things. And the Bumgarners just said, hey, we want to serve our customers, so they put a drive-through in so that you could order ahead and not even get out of your car, and they've left that intact. So if you want to call in lunch or evening meal, call it in and pick it up. They have a little booth there, right? You just pull up like you would any other drive-through, and they'll deliver your food right out the window. And that's pretty handy.
It is very handy.
And, of course, they are open 7 days a week, and they're always looking for good help, by the way. Carmen needs some help. If you're interested in a part-time job, Tumbleweed would be a great place to be. And I know that Carmen could use somebody with some cooking experience as well. I noticed last time I went in that Carmen had her chef's hat on and was back there cooking up breakfast. And I know that she has other things to do as a manager, an owner. So if you would like to maybe offer your skills in cooking, I bet Carmen would like to talk to you at the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow, Nebraska. It's National Hot Chocolate Day today.
I can get into that. Had a cup just the other night.
Now, just to make sure you understand, Brent and myself and others, there is a difference between hot chocolate and hot cocoa. It's two different things.
Okay.
Yeah. Which do you prefer, or do you know?
I have no clue. I just buy the packet.
Okay,
I buy
so
that packet, and I heat the water, and I dump the packet in it. Is
Okay.
that cocoa?
hot chocolate is made by melting ground up chocolate in hot milk or water.
I don't do that.
And you had the cocoa.
Okay.
Hot cocoa
the
can
hot
be
cocoa mix.
Yeah, you can mix it in water or milk. It was created by the ancient Mayans more than 2,000 years ago. Some of the stuff that comes out of those vending machines with hot chocolate may have been created 2,000 years ago the way it tastes.
Oh, wow.
But if you make your own, then it probably tastes a little better. And, of course, the question would be, you want big marshmallows, little marshmallows in it, or no marshmallows at all? But it is National Hot Chocolate Day today. Also, I thought pretty interesting, Scotch Tape Day.
Where would we be without Scotch tape?
Well, it would be a more difficult life. Invented in the 1920s.
Mm-hmm.
A delivery man at a Minnesota mining and manufacturing company known as 3M, hint, hint, at the time, made sandpaper. The guy noticed how frustrated body shop workers were getting when trying to paint two-tone cars. And he would go in to sell them sandpaper, and they'd be all worked up over trying to paint two-tone cars. So he put adhesive on crepe paper and invented masking tape. So that really went over well. So 10 years later, he tried using a brand new material called cellophane, and boom, clear tape. And he called it Scotch tape. Why do you think, folks, and Brent Amperson, did he call it Scotch tape?
What was his name?
No.
I don't know.
No. Because in that period of time, Scotch meant cheap. You're Scotch, which means you're tight. You're
I
cheap.
see. Okay.
So that's why he called it Scotch tape, because it was affordable, cheap.
There you go.
You heard it here on The Breakfast Show. School lunch menus. If I can find them. What do I do with them? Do you have them all, or do I?
Don't.
Oh.
Well, you shouldn't. I shouldn't have them all. I have a new batch here for the next month, but you find them?
Oh, they're clear underneath. They're
Oh,
on the
he
bottom of
found
the
them, ladies
pile.
and gentlemen.
Last day of the month, January 2023, already. My goodness. Ansley today, chicken chili roll-ups.
Callaway today, oven-fried chicken on the menu at Callaway.
Sandhills at Dunning. And by the way, it notes here that menus are subject to change. So sometimes when we announce them, they may change a little bit, or it's possible we're announcing the wrong day. Today is the 31st, so it's spaghetti and meat sauce, breadsticks, green beans at Sandhills School in Dunning.
Litchfield today, nachos at Litchfield.
The Broken Bow Middle School, High School today, made fresh chicken and noodles with dinner roll, country fried steak and dinner roll. Grill Station combo features the crispy chicken sandwich basket. They're also having the fresh baked roasted chicken subs along with vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Thetford today, garlic parmesan chicken at Thetford Public School.
And today on this Tuesday at the Prairie Pioneer Center, it's Cook's Choice today. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know you'd like to come and have a meal. Do that by 9 a.m. so they can have it fixed up and ready to go for you.
One more school lunch menu for you. And Selma Myrna today, made fresh chicken and noodles with dinner roll, country fried steak with dinner roll, or a fresh baked turkey and cheese sub. Some of your choices at Selma Myrna today.
Thank you, Brent. Let's play the game. It is Tumbleweed Day. We talked about the tumbleweed. Now let's give away a wonderful tumbleweed meal.
Yes, here we go. Here's your question. What Winter Olympic sport combines both cross-country skiing and shooting? What Winter Olympic sport combines both cross-country skiing and shooting? Is it called the biathlon, the duathlon, the skiathlon, or none of those? What Winter Olympic sport combines both cross-country skiing and shooting? The biathlon, the duathlon, the skiathlon, or none of those? If you know, call us at 872-2801. There are plenty of reasons why so many folks choose the Tumbleweed Cafe for gathering and eating. For one, it's a friendly, fun place where everyone makes you feel right at home. It's spacious and comfortable with your choice of table, counter, or booth. Most important, of course, is the variety and unfailing quality of their excellent home-cooked menu. There's nothing like proving these things for yourself. Next time you plan to dine out, visit the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
748, we've got Billy on the line. Good morning, Billy.
Hello, how are you doing?
Well, really good. How about you?
I'm good. Trying to stay warm.
Yes, that's a big job this morning, but we're headed towards some better weather, Billy, so keep your chin up.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
All right. Here's Brent with your question.
All right, Billy, what Winter Olympic sport combines both cross-country skiing and shooting? Is it the... Well, go ahead.
Biathlon.
It's the biathlon, of course. You got her, Billy.
So, Brent, I got a lot of prizes I got to pick up.
You do.
I don't know how to get out there. Well, the bus is running again, but...
Well, I tell you what, Billy, let me... are you going to be... You going to make the trip to Lexington tonight?
Yes, I am.
Are you?
I hope it's the best.
Okay.
The last time I went to a girls' basketball game, it wasn't so good.
Yeah. Well, this one will be better.
Yeah,
all right, we'll have faith in that. I tell you what, I will. I'm headed to Lexington tonight too, so I will gather up all of your certificates and I'll just bring them with me and I'll give them to you tonight.
You won't even wear my Bears cap that I like?
Yes, please. Well, yeah, I do. It's just here's the problem, Billy. I'm very jealous of that hat, and I want to take it.
Well, I got another Bears cap when I had my surgery for my brain at the hospital one time in Omaha. Dave Nova and Mary Nova gave me another Bears cap. It's orange.
Oh, oh, yeah. That sounds nice.
Well, I got two Bears caps, and I don't care who's in the Super Bowl. The Bears are still my team, and I am not going to switch teams just because everybody wants me to.
Amen, Billy. I'm right there with you, man.
I told people that, and I just wish they would listen to me.
I know.
Once in a while.
I hear you. Yep.
So I didn't know the Cubs signed Eric Hosmer to a contract.
We did, yes.
He's a good first baseman. I mean, really good.
Yeah, good defensive first baseman.
And then I've seen that Chapman that used to pitch with the Yankees signed with the Royals for 1 year.
I saw that too, yeah.
Maybe he's tired of New York and he wants to go to a different team or something like that.
That could be.
Because I know I'd want to go to a different team. I'm not a Yankees fan.
No.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you tonight then, Brent.
All right,
Thanks, Billy.
We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
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 10 minutes before the hour, right on time. Logan is here from Arrow Seed and Broken Bow. You're shivering a little bit. You cold?
Yeah, it's a little bit cold. I got kicked out of the house this morning.
Oh, no. Whoa.
Yeah,
that's kind of
Renee
personal.
and I got in a little bit of an argument.
Oh, boy.
Which whatever, it happens. And she mentioned something about, I hope you don't go fall in a hole full of water. And I mean, I know she means well.
She probably does. Oh, Logan.
So that's why
Does
I'm a
she
little bit.
tune in and listen in the morning,
I
or
hope
does,
not.
does she just like, you know
hope
what?
not, too.
I'm not going to tune in until 8 o'clock when I know he's gone.
Yeah.
I have asked her about your visits here, and there's a certain eye roll she kind of does.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so here a while back. So once I get on a hobby, I tend to like really
Yeah.
get into it. And here a while back, I really wanted to be a tailor, do like alterations and that type
gosh.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And she threatened to leave me over that. And I was just like, fine, suit yourself.
Oh, Renee. Renee.
Wow. Those were just really bad
Yeah, I know.
this morning.
I know. Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's what I was going for.
As I figured.
On the bad side, that's probably a couple of tens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Help us out here. You've got
I don't know if I can.
I don't know if we can.
How about gloves? Can we start there?
We can.
We need to keep our hands warm.
Yes, we've got some really good insulated gloves. They're goat skin, deer skin, and I think we've got some cowhide as well. But they got the thin slate insulation, so they're like the fleece lined with the insulation, and they do keep your hands pretty warm.
Well, went out and did a little scooping yesterday afternoon at the house, and I had some of these cloth type mittens or gloves that a lot of times they're handy. They're not. They don't restrict your finger movement and so forth.
Well, I would hope they're handy.
Yeah, they are handy. Gosh. But when I came inside, the right fingers were not moving all that well, because they just weren't keeping it that warm.
Yep. So I was out scooping. See, it would have been Sunday morning. We just got that little skiff of snow.
Yeah.
But we were having company over, and so I just went out to kind of brush off the driveway and sidewalk and wore my insulated, the ones we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
My hands never got cold. I will say the only downside with those gloves is they're not waterproof. So if it's like raining or a really heavy wet snow, then you might run into some issues just because they're gonna get cold because they get wet.
Yeah. But other than that, they're very well.
Oh, absolutely. And have you guys noticed that the ice is not melting any too quickly?
No, it's under that snow, just waiting for us to walk on it and go heads up, right?
Yes. So what was the temperature yesterday morning? It was like right at 0 or just below 0,
Yes.
right?
And it's like 12 below this morning.
So the ice melt that we've got at Arrowseed will still melt down to 10 below.
Okay, that's good to know.
So it'll still melt today.
Mm-hmm.
It's still gonna work. But it's nice if you get that ice melt on there, because then you can chip that ice away and be done with it.
Yeah, and it really does give you a head start. Like you say, if it starts melting at 10 below, it's amazing, really, when you go outside and it's like 0 and the sun's out and it's actually melting a little bit without the ice melt.
Exactly.
But if you put the ice melt on it, you get a way head start on breaking that up and chipping it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And with this, snowpack, like you said, that ice is it's just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
It's just smiling underneath there going, oh, I can't wait for somebody to walk over here.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got plenty on hand?
We do.
Okay.
We've got 50-pound bags, and we've got the shaker jugs. I think
Okay.
those are 12-pound jugs. So if you do it right, you buy a jug and a 50-pound bag. You just refill the jug from the bag.
All right.
Works pretty good.
Just kind of thinking about the snow that we had and the fencing out there. I imagine there's some places where they're going to have to put some electric fence back up.
I would guess you're
If they're gonna-
probably right.
If they're going to use a field yet, maybe. I don't know if they can.
Once the snow is below the fence.
Yeah. And so I know you have repairs and that sort of thing available.
Yep, we've got plenty of wire. We got the high tensile wire. We've got all sorts of insulators, energizers. We've got everything you need. Posts.
Okay.
The cool things, we've got these. They're called an insulated line post, and what they are is like a polyethylene shell over a fiberglass post. So they're still flexible, but they're UV resistant, so they don't splinter. And once you bend them back and forth and all that stuff, they don't break.
Yeah.
So those are really, really good, especially right now with all this weight of the snow and snow drifts and all that stuff we've got hanging on these fences and pushing up against them. There's going to be a lot of fiberglass posts that are broke. There's probably going to be a fair amount of metal posts that are going to be bent and not probably the best way.
Yes.
These insulated line posts, they're made to stay put. They've got like a foot on the bottom of them, so once they're in the ground, they don't pop up out of the ground unless you force them to with a post puller. So those are going to be really, really key. The guys that have those in the ground probably aren't going to have as many issues. There's still going to be some problems with the wire and insulators and stuff.
Okay, so fully stocked there. I wanted to ask you about your upcoming event that you have coming in February.
Yep, February 15th.
Okay. Not far away now.
No, it's right around the corner.
And you're going to have some speakers in, and you're going to talk about how to pasture and how to...
Yeah, it's, how to benefit your soil while benefiting your cattle.
Okay.
So it all comes full circle. You grow the plants from the soil, you grow the cattle from the plants that are growing from the soil, but for the plants to grow from the soil to grow the cattle, you have to have good soil to grow the plants to grow the cattle.
It sounds complicated, but really it's just about taking care of things, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And anytime you can run nutrients through a mobile fertilizer plant, such as a cow, they're going to disperse that fertilizer, and if you've ever flipped over a cow pie, a dried cow pie, not a fresh one.
Yes.
Those would be kind of hard to...
They would be.
Hard to flip over. There's all sorts of bugs and insects and just life underneath there. And that's just a very small portion of what you can see. You go under the soil and you've got, microscopic life. So the microbes feed the soil biology feeds the plants feed the cattle.
It's going to be an interesting event, and you've got several speakers for it. So.
We do. It's going to be a good lineup, and I've gone to a lot of this stuff, and, sometimes you think, well, I'm not going to go, I'm not going to learn anything. You can always pick something up. It might not be anything mind-boggling, but it might just be a little bit here and there. And you go, I should implement that in my operation, and it might really benefit.
Yeah.
Or I've never thought about doing it that way.
Yeah. Or that's not as hard as I thought it would be.
Exactly.
Maybe I can go ahead and do that, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. Those kinds of gatherings and meetings, sometimes we think, I already know pretty much, and we do the same thing in broadcasting. We go, well, that doesn't look all that interesting. You get down there to the annual event, and you walk away kind of recharged and refocused. So
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. And it's a good networking opportunity as well. I've met and made a lot of contacts at this type of stuff, that not only from a business standpoint but from a personal standpoint.
Sure.
So that's pretty cool. We need to know if you're going to come so we can make sure to have a spot at the table for you, so to say.
Yep, because you got a meal along with that. And
we do.
We need to know numbers.
And I've heard from a very good source that it's going to be chili and a cinnamon roll.
Really?
For the meal.
That's pretty good. Right now, that sounds pretty good, yeah.
So don't miss out on that.
Okay, all right. Okay, anything else this morning, sir?
No, I mean, it's cold. It's cold out there, so birds are looking for a free meal.
Yeah.
So might as well put some bird seed out for them.
You've got a feeder. I know you do.
I do.
Have you seen some there's some kind of pretty neat-looking birds traveling through right now. We had some finches in the other day, and some little blue grayish birds that are small, and a whole bunch of them flittering around. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a few birds, not a lot, but I'm not home every day looking at the bird feeder either. I know they've eaten quite a bit of it.
Yeah, they get right after it, and that it's just fun. And cardinals or blue jays or whatever.
Yep. So we put that bird feeder out, and within a day we had a couple cardinals on it, and haven't really seen cardinals out there a whole lot.
Yeah.
Until we did that. So
this time of year when the snow's on the ground and you see cardinals, it's pretty neat.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. So you got plenty of that, plenty of bird feed and you got feeders as well.
Yep. And we've got our wild bird mix, which it's a little bit of everything in there. So it's it's not going to cater just to one species of bird. It's going to have something for everybody. But the cool thing is those are an 18-pound bag for $10.
$10 for 18 pounds.
$10 for 18 pounds.
You heard it here on The Breakfast Show.
So that'll go a little ways right now. The birds, they're eating a lot right now, though.
Yeah. When the temperature's down, they got to consume a lot of seeds.
So, but for $10, it's good because then you can keep those birds around and watch them. They're fun to watch. Especially you get the bigger birds that try to run everybody off, but while they're trying to run everybody off, you get those other birds that are like, hey, the bird feeder's open.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a snack.
Yes, and not to mention the squirrels that are waiting to figure out how to get into that.
Yep, and we do have squirrel-proof feeders.
Okay, good. Because they can really, they can really mess things up.
Yep, and we've got one feeder that's actually really cool. It's got like a hinge on it, so if a certain weight limit is reached, it pushes down and shuts it, so then you can't get any food.
Oh, if you don't.
So squirrels, they get on there and it shuts right away, but you can set it so like some of your doves and blackbirds and some of your freeloaders that just you don't really want them around the feeder because they run everybody else off.
Yeah,
this will work for that because they land up on that feeder and it shuts off, so they can't get food. But your little finches and cardinals and sparrows and that type of stuff are just fine.
All right.
So
didn't know you had that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, very nice. Logan, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, and Renee, good luck on lots of different levels.
Yeah, don't step in the well on your way out.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
It's fine though. I went to the eye doctor the other day, and I did because I actually walked into a hole filled with water because I couldn't see that well. But
yes. Brother.
All right, thanks guys. Come to Arrowseed. See you later.
Thanks, Logan.
I don't feel well.
Oh boy, 4 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and I should tell you that CBS News has had a major crash with their satellite delivery system, so we do not have CBS News yet today. We're waiting for them to get that fixed. It started yesterday, so we'll go right to Fox Sports and in the weather forecast.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
In Nebraska news, 2 Omaha police officers were shot Monday night responding to a burglary call. According to the Omaha Police Department, officers were called to Dino Storage near 53rd and Center Streets around 10:30 p.m. According to 6 News of Omaha, an employee at the facility let the officers in and then encountered a man in his late 30s. A struggle ensued and gunfire was exchanged. Officers were hit in their lower extremities. One was taken to the medical center by ambulance, the other by another officer. Both are said to be alert and in good condition. The man they encountered is dead. An investigation is being conducted by the Omaha Police Department and the Nebraska State Patrol, along with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Center Street was closed in both directions for several hours overnight after the incident. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking NBA games of note, Luka Doncic scored 53 points for the Mavericks in their 111-105 win over the Pistons. It's his fourth 50-point game of the season. 76ers losing home to the Magic 119-109. Nets knock off the Lakers 121-104. LeBron James and Anthony Davis both didn't play for the Lakers. Steph Curry did play for the Warriors. He had 28 points and 12 assists in a 128-120 win over the Thunder. Damian Lillard, 42 points for the Trailblazers. They beat the Hawks 129-125. College basketball, 10th-ranked Texas beating number 11 Baylor 76-71. Texas Tech rallied down 23 points in the second half, staged the biggest comeback in school history with an 80-77 overtime win over 13th-ranked Iowa State. Number 6 Virginia wins at Syracuse 67-62. Just one game in the NHL. The Jets beat the Blues 4-2. NHL news, Hockey Hall of Famer and 12-time All-Star Bobby Hull passed away at the age of 84.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A wind chill advisory is currently in effect until late this morning. Sunshine today with our high nearing 21. Westerly winds between 10 and 15 with wind chills as low as 19 below. Clear skies overnight with a low around 4. A bit warmer on Wednesday, sunny with a high of 32 and clear with a low around 13 throughout Wednesday night. Mostly sunny and 33 on Thursday and staying much cooler Thursday night, cloudy with a low around 7 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
It is 9 below zero under a mostly clear sky. Winds out of the northwest 6 and 7 miles per hour. That puts your wind chills at about 21 below zero currently. Barometric pressure steady this morning at 30.23. Humidity at 73%. High yesterday was 6 above, an overnight low of 12 below. Sunset today at 5:52. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:51. And we have recorded 2 inches and 22 hundredths precipitation the month of January 2023. Hard to believe that January is just about over. This is the last day, and it just seems like we went through Thanksgiving and Christmas. And here we are getting ready for February, and as you can see, Brent, in the room, Valentine's Day. Kristen has decorated our room with hearts and also lights and, well, just really romantic in here. So thank you, Kristen.
Yes.
Now, with that thought in mind, it's only 16 days, 15 days from, less than that, before Valentine's. What are you thinking about getting Shelley?
Well, for me personally, for our family, Valentine's is really the second most important part of the day.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah.
So Valentine's Day is only half important on Valentine's Day?
Well, it's not the most important thing of that day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's your birthday.
Yes.
Well,
so it's all about me, Dave.
Well, I was going to say, do you think Shelley feels that same way?
No. No, she doesn't. No, I don't know. Have you even given it any thought? I mean, listen, I do better like on the spur of the moment thing, when the pressure builds. So come about February 13th, I'll probably come up with some idea.
Well, now you'll probably be in Omaha, right?
Not quite then.
Not quite
no,
yet.
We'll leave on the day after.
Oh,
yeah,
all
we'll
right.
leave on the 15th for state wrestling.
Okay. Well,
I'll be at a basketball game, though, on the 14th.
Well, maybe you can bring Shelley home a hot dog or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Some fries.
Yeah, bring her home a soft drink from the game.
Yeah.
I know I can bring her. I'll get a bag of she loves popcorn.
Well, there you go.
So I'll just get a bag of popcorn and I'll eat half of it and bring the rest home.
Well, this all sounds doable if if you remember to do it. That's the main thing.
Well, yeah, but let's be honest, Dave. No matter what, it's the what? It's the thought that counts.
All right. We'll go with that. Well, today it's cold, and for those of you out there who wait for Temperature Tuesday, well, here's the skinny on that.
Everyone loves winter. Your car door is frozen shut, it takes 10 minutes to regain feeling in your extremities after going outside, and you're just wiped out on a patch of ice. While Runza can't make it any warmer, we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Every Tuesday in January and February, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy medium fries and a drink. Because Runza makes it all better.
Runza's Temperature Tuesday reading is 0 today. That means your original Runza sandwich is free today when you purchase a fry and medium drink today only at Runza.
Is winter weather and the fear of falling keeping you indoors for the season? Don't fall. Give Pearson's a call. Poor balance and falls can diminish your ability to lead an active and independent life, but you don't have to accept them as a consequence of aging. Pearson Physical Therapy has been helping their patients stay on their feet and take back their independence through individualized balance training programs. Reduce your chance for falls and regain your confidence this winter by calling 308-872-5800 for a free fall risk assessment with one of our therapists. That's Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 in Broken Bow.
Thanks for starting your day with us.
It's gonna be a good day.
Every morning. Casey and I.
Is for $10.99. Battle cough and chest congestion with Mucinex liquid gels, $14.99. Clear eyes redness relief is $3.99. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Winter's still happening. You know that white stuff on the ground? It's going to be here for a while longer. Come and save with us at Bow Bootery. Winter merchandise is marked 30% off all week long. Come save some cash and get winter shoes and boots that you can pop on your feet right now. Styles for men, women, and kids are on the shelves marked with savings. The winter clearance at your home-owned shoe store, Bow Bootery.
And action! It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
8:17. Last we looked, 9 below zero. Wind chills of around 20 below. So be careful out there. If you're having a birthday today on this cold Tuesday, well, you're celebrating with Justin Timberlake. He's 42. And he has had a successful solo career and acting career. He was with a former Mouseketeer.
He was, yeah.
In his early.
Yep. And the group NSYNC, right?
Yeah. All right, moving along, we have...
You don't have his greatest hits, Dave? Come on.
I just don't happen to have him in my collection. Kerry Washington is 46. Does that ring a bell?
Actress.
Yeah.
Scandal.
Yes,
right?
drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also had roles in Little Fires Everywhere and the Fantastic Four films.
Oh, I don't recall that, but okay.
Yeah. John Lydon, known to most as Johnny Rotten, age 67. This is one you probably wouldn't have in your collection. British singer-songwriter, best known for fronting the iconic punk rock band, the Sex Pistols.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have their music in my collection. That's correct. Well, I do know who they are, though. Yeah. I have heard the band name before.
Yes. It's hard not to notice that one.
Yes.
Marcus Mumford is 36 today, Grammy-winning lead singer of Mumford & Sons. Very successful group in recent years. Tyler Hubbard, we got a lot of birthdays today. Tyler Hubbard is 36, country artist, was one half of the duo Florida Georgia Line.
Okay.
And Harry Wayne, known as KC, who headed up KC and the Sunshine Band.
Oh.
Pioneer in disco, had several dance hits in the 70s, is 72 today.
Wow. Real name was what? Harry Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yep, KC and the Sunshine Band. And last but certainly not least, Nolan Ryan.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He is 76 today, the Ryan Express Hall of Fame pitcher who set league records by striking out 5,714 batters, recording 7 no-hitters with his 27-year career. And he's one of only 3 players in history to have his number retired by at least 3 teams, along with Jackie Robinson and Frank Robinson. So that is saying something. And Nolan Ryan was a wonderful athlete to watch perform because he was so competitive.
You know, you go to these amusement parks or even ballparks. They got the pitching game, you know, with the radar gun.
Yes.
Where you throw. How wouldn't you love to be with Nolan Ryan and have him throw at one of those at the age of 77 and just see what he could get up to yet?
I bet it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that brings you down to earth when you try one of those. They had one of those in Kansas City. We went to a Kansas City Royals game and stepped into the booth, and I thought, all right, I'm going to really let her go. And I don't even remember what it was miles per hour wise, but it was embarrassing. I do remember that. It was, you really thought you were winging it. And, you know, think about those guys. And if you've been close to somebody that can throw in the upper 80s, 90s, and, of course, up and around 100 mile per hour, it just has a different sound to it. It sizzles. It's amazing that a human body can throw something, a little round ball that fast. And then it's also amazing that guys get up with a little wooden stick and try to hit it, and they do in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
It's not long before baseball.
That's right, yes. Won't be long. Yes, spring training be here before we know it.
Got to think that way, right?
Yes.
Okay, we talked earlier about being Scotch, which it's got several meanings.
Mm-hmm.
But Scotch generally would mean back in the day that you were a little tight. You was a little tight with your money.
Mm-hmm. Pinching your pennies.
Yes. And sometimes it was more frustrating to know somebody was tight or Scotch when they had a lot of money.
Mm.
And that's not totally unusual because people with a lot of money, I guess, know how to save money, and the rest of us spend it. But anyway, Starbucks customers have been amazed by a video that's went viral on TikTok. But there was
well, I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. They say you should be 16 or 17 to watch TikTok, so I knew that I wasn't really, mentally capable of handling the emotional trauma. It's just, besides it's frustrating. And anyway, don't get off on that, Dave, again. A Starbucks employee has gone viral talking about the time someone didn't mean to leave a $2 tip. And they didn't mean to leave a $2 tip, so they requested a refund. Took about 10 minutes to process the refund because the guy wanted, or the gal, I don't know which, wanted their $2 tip back.
Now I could see if for some reason you went to grab a couple of bucks, and instead of grabbing a couple of dollars, they ended up being 50s. I can understand that. But really, $2? You gave him a $2 tip and you want it back?
Yes.
Come on.
And it took 10 minutes to go through the computer system to give him his $2 back. The other thought there is, if you're there paying $8 for a cup of coffee.
Yes. That's where my mind was going next. Because I know Starbucks prices.
Yeah. So you spend $8 and you don't want to give a $2 tip, but you did accidentally, so you asked for it back. Yep. This is where we live.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's something to think about. Music up from Brad Paisley for you. Brad Paisley singing about the world. Tips and dips.
That's a good song.
That is
like
a good
that song.
That's
Yep.
a good song.
You asked me what I was going to do for Shelley for Valentine's Day. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just dedicate a song to her on the radio.
Will you sing it or play it?
Well, I don't think. I'd just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't sing it. No. Yeah. But yeah. You think that would suffice, don't you? Let's just do that for Shelley and Joan. We'll just we'll just dedicate a song to them on the radio.
Folks, as you go along through life, and you young folks out there, you might request a song that fits that person you're dedicating it to, your wife or your husband. I can remember when it was always, back in the day, Joan would want to hear Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Ah,
You know,
yeah.
Hop on that motorcycle and strap around the engine and the whole thing, you know.
Uh-huh.
Well, now I don't know whether that would fit. It would be more like, something a little more doable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to go there. But anyway.
I was thinking about dedicating It Ain't My Fault to it.
I respect that idea. We'll take a time out when we come back. Mark Stock will be our guest. Stay tuned.
Master the mealtime rush with a refrigerator that helps you cut down on clutter. The Whirlpool 4-door refrigerator keeps groceries in sight and easy to find. From easy-reach shelves to a flexible ice bin, see how the 4 sleek compartments help keep ingredients organized so you can get dinner to the table. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow to learn more.
Geared for Sports has great gift ideas for your Valentine. Right now, get 20% off store-wide, just excluding GCI chairs. It's almost time to gear up for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Geared for Sports is a Chamber Love Local participant too, so shop and save 20% store-wide and also get entered in the Love Local Chamber promotion. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Good morning, everybody. BigIron.com and SullivanAuctioneers.com. I've got a whole calendar full of land auctions and machinery auctions over the next couple months, and we encourage you to visit both websites for more information. Today, Big Iron will be selling some land in York County, Nebraska for the Wanda Sullivan Estate, 134 acres of pivot irrigated land by York, Nebraska. That will sell to the highest bidder at 10 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, folks, today we'll be selling 4 tracts of land in Atchison County, Kansas for Marlatt Construction Company. This real estate features 44 acres of farmland. There's a 20-acre site that's got several really nice buildings on it. Plus, there's a 7/10 of an acre lot in town, and there's an additional 6-acre lot in town that will sell to the highest bidder today in Atchison, Kansas. That auction concludes at 11 o'clock. This afternoon, Kamek Farms production sale featuring some powerful Black Angus bulls and some bred females. So please, if you're looking to update your herd with some new breeding stock, watch those animals sell and bid with confidence as they sell to the highest bidder here on the BigIron.com website. We've also got a great lineup of machinery that we'll be selling tomorrow. We'll be selling a lot of the contents from Marlatt Construction that's located in Atchison, Kansas on their personal property sale. Over 272 items selling for those folks. So we encourage you to dial up the Big Iron website and scroll through their inventory of equipment. We've also got the Mickey Gotch retirement sale in Kennard, Nebraska. Folks, check out their 2012 John Deere 7280R mechanical front tractor. They've got a 2021 Bobcat T76R series compact track loader that's got 200 hours on it. They've got a Tempty Super Hopper grain trailer, a 2019 John Deere 2633 26-foot disc, a 2020 Brent V1100 grain cart will sell to the highest bidder as well. They've got a John Deere S660 combine and a John Deere 1770 Precision 16-row 30 planter that is selling. In addition, the 2008 GMC Sierra 2500 heavy-duty 4x4 pickup with a diesel Duramax under the hood and a flatbed on the back is selling. They've got corn heads and flex heads, including a really nice late model 2022 John Deere 625X flex head. There's also selling a 2008 John Deere 8530 mechanical front tractor that's getting a tremendous amount of attention. All these items located in Kennard, Nebraska, which is by Fremont, Nebraska, but the equipment is immaculate, exceptional, and we want to draw your attention to checking out those items selling on BigIron.com tomorrow. Now, Myrna Valley Ag in Myrna, Nebraska, they've got 12 items selling, a couple anhydrous nurse tanks. These are the dual lift brands. They've got a 886 high residue row crop cultivator. There's a John Deere 726 mulch finisher. They've got a 2009 John Deere 7330 premium high clearance mechanical front tractor that is selling. They've also got a Tucker box blade on the sale tomorrow. These items selling by Myrna, Nebraska. They have a big anhydrous bulk tank that is being sold as well. Dial up the Big Iron website and scroll through those items that will sell on the February 1st Wednesday edition. Reynolds Inc. out of Lexington, Nebraska. They've got 12 items, including a 1978 Dodge Power Wagon 200 4x4 fire truck. This item is getting a lot of bidding attention right now, folks. Check it all out. They have a Bessler 12-row rolling stock cutter. There's a John Deere 950 land plane that's selling. They've got several 8-row and 6-row row crop cultivators that will be sold. There's a Heston round bale mover on the sale by Lexington, Nebraska. These items sell February 1st as well. February 2nd of this week, folks, we've got some land selling in Polk County, Nebraska for Kevin and Angela Meadow. Please watch this auction. We've also got some livestock selling next week as the Faro Influence female sale takes place February the 6th. We've also got some feeder cattle selling on February the 7th on BigIron.com. February 7th, we've got land selling in Greeley County, Nebraska and Boone County, Nebraska. Plus, we got the Hoffer Red Angus Bull sale all February the 7th. So there's a lot of things going on, folks, on BigIron.com. We want you to check out all these good quality offerings. And then the Sullivan Auctioneers website features some land, 76 acres selling in LaSalle County, Illinois, 197 acres selling in Lee County, Illinois, and a really nice farm machinery sale on Tuesday, February 7th in Davenport, Iowa for Richard and Mary Hemphill. So dial up Big Iron Auction Company, BigIron.com, and Sullivan Auctioneers at SullivanAuctioneers.com if you're looking for land, livestock, and machinery selling to the highest bidder with no reserves. Folks, if you've got equipment you would like to sell on an upcoming land auction, or if you would like to sell some machinery, or how about some classic cars, as our classic car sale this spring will take place here on March the 9th, all you have to do is go to our website, BigIron.com, and click on the sell button, or give us a call at 402-564-3369. Thanks, guys.
No matter where your schedule takes you, stay up to date on your bank accounts. Sign up for mobile banking or online banking with Bruning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, and check balances. Set up bill pay so you never forget to pay that bill ever again. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit BruningBank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio is ready for Valentine's Day with a menu to help you choose the best gift for your budget. A menu for Valentine's Day? Yep. Items include fresh flower creations, gift baskets, ready-to-go potted plants from the Plant Studio, a full selection of delectable chocolates and caramels, gifts for kids, and gifts for the guys. Call Broken Bow Floral now to get your order in. 872-2454. Make this Valentine's Day your best one ever. Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio, South 1st Avenue.
It is 8:36. Thank you, Mark Stock. Brent.
Dave.
We have basketball tonight.
We do.
And then later on, we have wrestling this week. Can you cover that for us?
Sure. Tonight, we're going to be in Lexington. We'll cover Broken Bow girls and boys basketball. Girls varsity tipping at 6. Boys will follow. We'll have the games live on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com for you tonight. And then later in the week, a huge day for us on Thursday on KCNI Radio. During the day, we'll be up at the Indian Gym in Broken Bow as Broken Bow will host the Southwest Conference Wrestling Championships. So we'll be covering Broken Bow through that, and you'll be able to hear the Broken Bow matches through the tournament live on KCNI Radio on Thursday. Matches are scheduled to begin at around 11 o'clock on Thursday morning. And then Thursday night, the guys will be in Myrna for high school basketball as Twin Loop takes on Anselmo Myrna in a girls and boys basketball doubleheader. We'll do radio on KBBN 95.3 FM, and we'll also do a live video stream as well, which you can access on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. And then a huge day on Saturday. We have the honor of going to the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney, the site of the 2023 NSAA State Wrestling Dual Championships. And wow, what an amazing day. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. Broken Bow has qualified for state duels in Class C, and Anselmo Myrna and Twin Loop have qualified in Class D, and Burwell and Cozad are going to be there as well. So we'll have play-by-play of the matches of AM and Twin Loop and Broken Bow, and we'll be keeping an eye on Burwell and Cozad as well for you. And, well, I mean, listen, we'll be keeping an eye on everything that happens at state duels. So we'll be there for you. I'm anticipating about 10 hours of wrestling coverage on Saturday. We'll start with, I think Class D is on the mat first at 9, and then B and C come out following that, and we're probably going to have action through the entire day. So that'll be a big one on Saturday.
You know, wrestling parents and grandparents and fans, that's kind of a typical day for wrestling fans when they go to weekend tournaments. I mean, you get there in the morning and they start, 9, 10 o'clock and go to 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's a lot of time in a gym, but they don't want to miss a second of it when they have people on the mats that they are following. And even just wrestling fans themselves who don't have kids involved, those mats are magnets.
Yes. Well, listen, this is a state championship is on the line, so it's a big deal. And I do want to stress, too, the girls are having their districts this weekend as well.
Okay.
So we'll be trying to kind of keep a look at, I think that most of our area girls will be in Bridgeport, I think, for the district there. So we'll be on Track Wrestling, kind of keeping an eye on that as well, and sharing some of that information with you during our state duels coverage. So it's a big day for wrestling across the state of Nebraska this weekend.
All right. You can count on them covering it on KBBN 95.3 FM and on KBBN.com.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
No matter what you drive, you need to depend on it, and that all depends on good maintenance. Good thing WinQuest Napa Filter Sale is February 1st through the 11th. Stop in and stock up on quality Napa filters and take care of the ride that takes care of you. Whether you drive a tractor or a truck, a semi or a two-door spec, we've got you covered. Grab your list and come to WinQuest Napa Filter Sale, February 1st through the 11th. WinQuest Incorporated, proudly serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
The Breakfast Show.
Don't know what I'd do without them. They're awesome.
On KCNI KBBN.
We're playing country today, so stick around. Got the Bellamy Brothers coming up. Here's Brent.
Yeah, I guess we received a phone call, and I'm sure glad we did. Man, I could have been late for tip-off.
Oh, no.
I guess the girls' varsity game tonight is at 5.
Wow.
So sorry about that. I didn't know that.
Well,
now
I'm glad
I do.
you do, yeah.
So, 5 o'clock. So we'll leave early today.
All right, get home a little earlier that way as well. Okay, that's good news. Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. Vince Gill and Liza Jane on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's 6 minutes past the hour. As we mentioned, 10 below zero right now. Wind chills closer to 20 below. But it's warm and toasty in here, and we have the warmth and comfort of the studio and the warm hearts and personalities that are here right now, Brent, are actually even heating up the room more.
Wow, that was just nicely said.
Let me
Man,
just say,
you are in the zone right now when it comes to just putting words together.
having Jessica and Jody's presence here warms our hearts even more than before.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm starting to get on a roll here, but I think I better back off. Brent, would you want to introduce our guests here? And I'm going to write down and jot some notes here.
Okay. I think you just did introduce them, but yes.
But did
Jessica
I say
and Jody are here.
Did we say they were from Off-Broadway?
Well, maybe we didn't.
I don't. Let me
but
write
we
that
can
down.
do that now. They're from Off-Broadway apartments, assisted living.
Good morning.
Off-Broadway, yes.
Independent and assisted living. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Off-Broadway. I hope that they enjoy their stay here. Now, how you doing, Jody?
I'm doing good, Dave.
Good.
How are you guys?
Pretty good. Like a cigarette should. No, that's not right.
Wow.
Sorry, it just came out. It's just.
That's all right, but that's that's what poets do. It just comes from wherever the inspiration comes from.
And didn't know it.
You just have to.
Yeah.
There you go. Poet and didn't know it.
But now I do. Yes. So now I have a responsibility to create. So I'm just going to back out and listen. I'm going to write down some notes as you guys talk about all the splendid things that happen at Off-Broadway. Not only just the food and the wonderful lodging, the rooms, the suites, the apartments, but the family that is created there for people who stay at Off-Broadway assisted living.
Amazing. How can you say it better than that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's exhausted now.
Do I need to put him on the payroll so he can come up with stuff for us?
Oh, boy. Wow.
Yes. I think you're doing fantastic, Dave.
Well, thanks, girls, ladies.
Speaking of putting people on the payroll, are you looking for help, or are you in pretty good shape? Or
We are. We're just looking for a few positions now, and we have the evening part-time cook Monday through Thursday. Could become full-time for the right candidate. And we're looking for an office assistant that could become full-time for the right candidate also.
Okay. And if anyone is interested, best way to apply, just
Stop
call
in,
you or
call
stop
me.
in, whatever. Okay.
Yep.
All
Be
right.
the best way.
Okay.
Just ask for Jody or fill out an application and we'll get it to her.
Yeah.
All right. What about availability? Where are we at on availability?
So we
right
do.
now?
We actually had 3 move-ins last week.
Ooh,
so
great.
that is fantastic news. We do have a few more available, not much, but if you're interested whatsoever in joining our little community, now is the time. Please stop and talk to myself or Jody, and we will put you on the waiting list as well. This way, we can get the apartments available, we can contact you and see if that is the right fit for you to join us. We are here for anybody 55 years and older, so we do have a few. So
Okay. I think you guys kind of emphasized this last week, if I remember right, but you brought up the point that it can be like a few months stay.
Yep.
At Off-Broadway, right?
Yes.
I mean, if
Yes.
it doesn't have to be, okay, if I choose to go to Off-Broadway, I'm there, for,
No.
ever, I guess.
Nope.
But that's not the case, right?
Right. So I work with you. You tell me what you would like, and we'll work through it together and see what that looks like.
Okay.
So if it's 3 months or 6 months, we'll work through that with you.
And it all depends on availability as well. If we are full, and unfortunately, that won't happen, but we'll just put you on the waiting list and let you know when something's available, and then absolutely we'll get a hold of you and we'll start the process. Again, it's a process that takes place. You just can't call and, hey, I want to move in tomorrow. It just takes some time, and we've got a lot of paperwork that has to be done for that to happen. So just give us a call or if you know somebody, have them, you call me and let me know, and I will do all the footwork for you. And we do still have those referring bonuses that are available. So if you know somebody 55 that could utilize our facility and is independent or need just some assistance, absolutely give me a call and we'll get you taken care of. So.
All right. I know that you guys work hard you have a great events coordinator, I think, and you always put together things for your residents. What are some of the things you have happening here right now?
So today, we are doing some Valentine's, pretty exciting Valentine's.
Yes.
We'll be crowning our king and queen for Valentine's Day. I think we're having a few other things that are going to be happening. I'm not quite sure what's on the books, but it's going to be announced soon. But like today, we're doing, they always do bingo Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're always doing brain teasers. They keep them busy all day long. She does a fantastic job of making sure that you're never lonely, you're never bored. You can do what you want, or you don't have to. So it's whatever you choose.
So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag a little bit here for you. After our Valentine's party, then later on in the month, we are having a winter ball for our residents.
Oh, nice.
So I'm pretty excited for that for them. So we'll be able to get the women all decked out and in dresses, and the men will try to get them in tuxedos. I don't know if that's going to happen, but just regular suits, and just let them have a good time with it. So
that'll be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope it's better than like when I was at the prom, where just the guys stood in the corner, and just kind of hung out. And I think this will be much more enjoyable, probably.
You'd think maybe they're past that.
Probably, yes.
As far as being shy and that just brought up a bubbling moment with this winter ball thing, and it's kind of serendipity, if you will. Love in and around off Broadway is not small. You will have a ball. Now,
that could be like your theme. That could be your theme.
And your winter ball is coming up. How amazing!
You had that put together before they mentioned the winter ball?
Yes, I did.
Unbelievable.
And I also wrote down brain teasers are pleasers.
There you go.
Wow, you're amazing.
Amazing would be a word, yes. Anything else you guys want to bring to the forefront?
Well, if you're looking
today?
for a position, contact Jody at 308-872-2522, and we'll see if you fit one of the positions that we have available. And then, of course, we have a few apartments available. Just give us a call again at 872-2522, and we'll get scheduled a tour and get you all hooked up. So.
I've got to ask, I haven't asked this for a while. How's the birds doing?
Oh, my goodness. We had babies.
Really?
Yes, we had babies. Oh, my goodness. They're so exciting. So.
I just love going in there and just watching the birds. I have a feeling a lot of people sit and watch the birds.
I can sit there and listen to the residents talk to the birds because they're a very vital part of our off-Broadway, and the residents absolutely love them. So, yeah.
That's
they're
great.
just, every day it's neat to see them, just enjoy them. So, yep.
Good.
Yep.
Well, boy, it just sounds like there's exciting things happening, and the winter ball, I just think that is such a cool idea.
Yep.
That is going to be a great day.
Yep.
We're looking forward to it.
It's going to be exciting. So,
you go ahead, Dave.
Birds at Off-Broadway are colored red, blue, and yellow, and they will make you feel mellow.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you need
radio is not your thing.
Oh, I know. I got to get out of this business.
Don't throw these notes away. Hang on to these, and then it's about putting them together. I'm serious. You could publish the poetic works of David J. Burney.
Well, I need more than 3. Like I said, I need at least 3 poems before I'll do a signing at the library.
And probably, I don't know what you ladies think, but if you're gonna, put together a collection of works, maybe maybe more than 3 poems that are maybe a little bit longer than 3 lines.
Yeah.
Well, these are just, now, here's one right now. With luck, maybe I'll make a buck.
Now you know where Dave's heart really is. That's where his heart really is on this thing.
We know.
It really, at the end of the day, it really does come back to, okay, how much can I make doing this?
No, it's really about the art, guys.
Is it?
Well, you just didn't write that.
Well, it just popped in, that's all.
That needs to be in that statement somewhere.
Oh, boy. You know, it just, something about Jody and I, it just feels right because we're so tight.
Yeah.
There we go again.
Unbelievable. On a roll. Just these on a roll.
Just come join Off Broadway. We would love to have you.
Well said.
Thank
My
you.
husband's not listening today.
Is he big? He's younger, I know that.
Which, by the way, are you 55?
Yes, I am.
You do have a whirlpool.
I know you do. And you have a pool table, too, don't you?
Yeah.
And you get to eat whenever you can have ice cream whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play cards.
Play cards.
Win money from bingo.
Ride the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
It all sounds really nice. Plus, you don't have to scoop. Don't have to do the
Mow.
yard. Don't have to clean the gutters.
Nope. Don't have to worry about the snow.
You know, not cleaning the gutters makes my heart flutter. Wow, it's just too much for me. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Always good sports, and you got a great place, and people are really enjoying living there, and you got a few spaces left. So,
Yep.
what number do they call again?
308-872-2522. We'd love to have you join our family.
All right, 2522. Call them. You won't feel blue.
It's true.
Here's a brand new song from Parker McCollum. Do you guys know Parker McCollum? He's kind of a new guy that's singing a little older style country. It just came out. I think you'll like it. in Ansley and Broken Bow. Now, this will be a $2,500 hiring bonus with these positions. They are seeking a dedicated and hardworking player that's willing to able and operate a snowplow, willing to train and take in career development that is provided. Advancement opportunities are available. They'll have ample paid time off, a work-life balance, comprehensive benefits package, including a matching retirement contribution. And this is through, again, the Nebraska Department of Transportation for Ansley and Broken Bow. And they reward their employees who work hard with support and encourage creativity and innovation. Apply online. You must do this online, by the way, at statejobs.nebraska.gov. And they are equal opportunity veterans preference employers, so check it out. You can look this up on the Sandhills Express jobs page.
Speaking of job opportunities, the Custer County Farm Service Agency is seeking to fill a full-time permanent county program technician position at the county office in Broken Bow. County program technicians are responsible for carrying out office activities and functions pertaining to the technical assistance and program support related to FSA farm and farm loan programs. Basic requirements would include general office clerical work, record keeping, computer ability, organizational skills, and good public relations skills. Position offers benefits such as health insurance, a 401k, paid holidays, vacation and sick leave, and a flexible work schedule. If you'd like more about the position, you can contact the County Executive Director at 308-872-6877. If you want to apply for the position, we direct you to sandhillsexpress.com. Go to the employment page, click on the listing, and then you'll find the website to click on where you can go and apply for the position. I'd give you the website, but it's... It would confuse. It has a bunch of numbers in it, so it'd probably confuse you. So just go to sandhillsexpress.com and click on the listing, and that'll give you all the details.
All right. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is ready to go to work for you in Callaway and here in Broken Bow. And they also have other offices around the state. But here in the immediate area, that's your go-to. Their phone number, by the way, is 308-836-2201 in Callaway. And Tina mans the office here in Broken Bow. She's a wonderful young lady, and she can help you with all sorts of insurance coverages here. And Chip and Liana over in Callaway can take care of all sorts of insurance coverages, including health insurance, which Liana is excellent at. The first of the year is a great time to see if your insurance is, affordable. In other words, are you paying the right amount of money for the comprehensive coverage that you need? So many times you just need to check that out, and I think Chip has a commercial running right now that is very much on target. We all tend to go, it's probably okay, don't worry about it. Then when you find out it's time to have a claim, or you find out maybe you're paying too little or too much for the coverage, don't be caught surprised when you have a claim or that situation. Give Chip a call in Callaway or Tina here in Broken Bow for your home, auto, farm, and commercial insurance. And Liana is available for all your questions regarding life, health, and medical insurance. The number again, 836-2201.
All right. Finally, we want to remind you that the Broken Bow Full Circle Irrigation has 2 different rooms for rent right now. They mention here that it would be perfect for something like an insurance agent or an accounting firm. One room is 15 foot 9 inches by 15 foot with an outside window. That space rents for $400 a month. And then the other area actually has 2 connecting rooms that are 15 foot by 11 feet 9 inches with a window. And then the other room is 14 feet 10 inches by 11 feet 9 inches. That area rents for $600 a month. You would have access to a kitchen and bathroom shared with Full Circle, but you would need to provide your own internet service. For more information, call Darlene at 308-440-3006, or you can just stop out to Full Circle and take a look at their location just east of Broken Bow.
More right after this.
And we're back with the final question. Are you ready?
Yep. I'd like to go ahead and answer the question.
I envy your confidence, but the producers are saying I have to ask the question.
All right, then.
For higher yields, which seed treatment fights hardest against nematodes?
The answer's Elevo seed treatment.
That's correct.
Yeah, I know.
What a show! Join us next week when the right answer will still be Elevo seed treatment. BASF, we create chemistry. Always read and follow label direction.
9:27. Brent, it's been a real joy being with you here today. I mean it very much.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot to be with you here in the studio on the radio.
Thanks, Dave. I feel the same way.
It's been a gas.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of. I don't want to. No, don't go there, Dave.
Yeah, let's just pass.
Okay. We'll conclude with a song with Jimmy Allen and Brad Paisley. We had Brad Paisley.
Oh, I like this song. Freedom Was a Highway, I bet.
Yep. And I think you'll enjoy it, and we'll enjoy having you with us tomorrow on The Breakfast Show, folks. Now, remember, the breakfast is for qualifiers. I don't want to have everybody thinking they can come out and have breakfast who are our listeners. I don't think Carmen's ready for that.
Nor are we.
And we would be probably surprised, too. But everyone who qualified over the last few weeks for the registration, drawing, and breakfast tomorrow morning at the Tumbleweed. We'll see you there around 8 o'clock. We'll start broadcasting at 7:30 for the breakfast show tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
All right. Yep.